I really needed to talk to you. I just wanted to make things right. I was confused about us from the beginning, you know? I didn't know what I wanted. And, to be honest, I think it was my hormones doing most of the talking. You know, everybody around us, they were getting married, you know? And we kind of got caught up in that whole momentum. And then we got swept away in our own love. And for a time, it was wonderful. It really was. But like so many honeymoon periods, yeah, it ended. We began to grow apart. And somewhere in between the two of us changing, you became distant, hypersensitive. You know, you thought I was trying to avoid you. Thought I didn't want to be around you anymore. I lied, saying you were imagining the worst. It was me. There was something wrong with me. And I have really struggled a long time and suffered in silence. And it's not drug or alcohol related. It's not sex. It's not gambling. But you know what? It might as well have been like all of them rolled up into one, because, you know, the damage, it's just the same. It doesn't matter. I'm addicted to love. Now, I know, that sounds absolutely ridiculous, really, really bad. Sounds like a song lyric from the 80s, but this addiction, it took on a life of its own. In my hunt for love, I became out of control. I became obsessed. I became impulsive. It made me want to win. It made me want to win women over. Women who I was attracted to, but even more important, the ones who weren't attracted to me. I mean, game was on!
You were married. Why would you be trying to win other women's attention or affection? You'll have to do better than that.
The more they didn't like me, the harder I'd persist. And as soon as I got what I wanted, I'd retreat. I'd pull back. Same as I did with you.
Retreat? So I should have played hard to get. I should have hated you more? That would have turned you on?
Became good at pretending. Hiding my feelings. You see, I didn't care if somebody loved me or not in return. That really didn't matter. All I craved was that euphoric sensation of love. No different than an addict needed his fix.
And where was this feeling? Between your legs?
Now, you see, you were my wife, so you would show me love naturally. But I couldn't reciprocate. I mean, I could not and I would not invest any more emotionally than I had to because of the addiction. My behavior was totally out of control. And yet, you tolerated me. Well, in the early days, we were preoccupied with playing house. I got lost in that aim.
Those were special days, weren't they?
I didn't need to pursue any outside relationships. You know, our mutual goals, you know, they were the same. You take care of the bills, take care of the house, you take care of the kids. You throw a warm blanket over the cold issues and, you know, you suppress those. And maybe if you're lucky, just maybe, you could bury those problems so deep but they stay hidden. And they don't matter anymore.
I had no idea you felt that way.
And we weren't lucky enough. You stayed quiet and silent while I ranted and raved about my own suffering, my own troubles. Now, I can understand, why you would seek outside companionship. A platonic friendship. I get that. Huh. But seeing you with Gary, that just it put my psyche in a tailspin. The thought of losing you to somebody else, it made me insanely jealous. It made me crazy. But then I thought to myself, I said, she would never cheat on me. Ever. Because her and I are opposites. She was secure in herself. You were secure in yourself. You loved yourself. That's what I said.
I loved myself. Enough to know that I too needed someone else's warm arms around me.
I was never sure of anything. So I mentally prepared myself for a potential blow. And could I have really lost you for good? I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be alone.
I was alone too.
In my defense, I don't know. I felt like we were more like business partners. Instead of love, it's what we should have been. Everything was about the kids. Everything. And don't get me wrong. They're amazing adults. They're beautiful adults. We did such a great job raising them. But the void that it left between us, God, it made me anxious. It made me bruised. And that's why I drifted. Do you understand? Do you get it now? Do you? Do you get it?
Why do the things we love have to change?
What way?
You don't look into my eyes anymore.
We were having such a great day.
It's true.
It's true. Look, I'm looking at your eyes. I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at you, okay?
You look through me, not at me.
We're having such a great day.
Around that time I met Marcy. I thought her and I were soulmates. Imagine that, soulmates. How stupid is that idea? She was fun. We shared so many adventures together. Simple things too, like running in the park, cooking different cuisines. Her and I were lockstep in every single thing that we did. I was upbeat. I was even fun to be around. Now, you would think that would result in a perfect relationship, right? No how, no way. Marcy's raw trauma matched mine. We fit together like a jigsaw puzzle missing pieces. How can either one of us love each other when we were both filled with so much self-doubt and self-hate? And that's when I craved to be back with you again, Someone who truly loved me. And you showed me in so many ways that I never recognized until it was too late. Where was your responsibility in all this, huh? Seriously, where was your responsibility? How the hell could you just let me go so easily? How could you do that to me?
I let you go because I fell in love with a man who wanted me.
I always made you feel second best. And I'm sorry for that. I didn't trust your love. I thought that you would turn on me just like she did, just like they all do. Do you understand now? Do you understand why I wasn't there for you?
You weren't there for me because you didn't want to be there.
I heard you were calling my name from the hospital. After all those years.
You were misinformed. I was calling out to Gary.
Are they all still mad at me? It's understandable. I don't hold any grudges. They don't have any consideration for me anyway. They don't have no empathy. They all see me as the bad guy, but you want to know something? I am not the bad guy. I am not the bad guy. I'm in pain. Look at you. Look at you lying there with that smug smirk on your lips. Oh, yeah, that's the righteous look you just love to carry, right? Miss Polly Perfect. You know, you're lying there dead, and you got a look on your face like you think you still know everything. You know what you are? You're nothing. You're a fraud, you're a phony, you're a filthy coward. That's all you are. You did this all on spite to make me look like the demon, and you go out looking like the angel. I'm sorry I said all of that. But why did you do this? Why did you do this? Was it spite? Don't you know that spite never wins? Do you understand? Do you?
I think you are missing me, Matthew.
I have to go now. They're gonna be letting the others in soon. I won't compete with them for your attention. I love you.
I'd like to think that you do love me, Matthew.
I love you.
Is that you talking, Matthew? Or is it your addiction?